the foot section, and I'm going to use display flex for it too, so that all the subsection are going to appear on a row. Now we are not going to appreciate it because the image is still overflowing, so let us reduce the image and give it a fixed height of, let's say, um let's we are going to start by tag. Let's give it a fixed height of 20 pixel. You can see now that the image is now appearing in between the icons and the paragraph tag. So let's go ahead and use justify content, because we want them to have equal spacing in between. So we are going to use justify content space between. You can see that they have equal spacing in between them. Then we are now going to go ahead and work on our image. We're going to before working on our image, we are going to give it a padding. The padding, we want it to move. We are going to use padding inline. So padding inline, we move the content both from the right and the left. It's going to move them inward both from the right and the left. Inline is row, is working on the row. If it is padding block, it's going to be top and bottom. So we are going to use padding inline 20 pixels. So it's going to move the content inward by from both the left and the right. So now let's work on our image. We are going to increase the height by, let's say, 330 pixel. You can see now that it's overflowing. So to bring it up, we are going to use margin top minus, right? I think you're supposed to have guessed that by now. um you but then I use width here. I'm just working around it. I'm working now around width. I want to see how it's going to look like. I gave it a width of 30 pixels. Yes, there is strength. It strength the image. Let me just that we do that later. Let me work on the margin top. So margin top, I'm going to use a minus um let me say minus 235 piezo. Is going to bring it up. Yes, that's it. So we are now going to work on making sure that this image does not overlap the paragraph, but overlaps the circle, and the the everything looks perfect, like that of the landing page that we are recreating. So I'm going to give it a padding right just to move it away from the paragraph. Let me check. Let me minimize. You can see now. So I'm going to, the paragraph is still crowding my circle. I don't like it. And the image is not large enough. The height is too small for me. So I'm going to go ahead and the height is too, yeah, I want the image to be taller. So I'm going to increase the height from 330 to 430. Then I'm going to increase the margin top to 345 pixel, and I'm going to increase the padding right also. Let's say to let's say 55 also. But they are too big. The image is too big, as you can see. Let's go back and just give it a width. Yes, this is where we need to give it a width. So let's give it a width of let's say 40%. Let's check. You can see now it's looking good. The circle also is too small for me, for my liking. It's too small for my liking. The paragraph is still crowding it, and so that's what we are going to be working on: the paragraph, the circle, the image. So let's go ahead and work on the paragraph. So to work on the paragraph, we are going to we are going to work on the paragraph. We are going to reduce the width of the paragraph link. That's what we're going to do. We're going to reduce the width of the paragraph link, and we're going to um, go ahead and check. You can see now it is now further away from the circle. So we want to increase the circle now. um we are going to increase the height and width of the circle from 250 to 300, and the second one to the height to 300 too. So you can see, let's check. And now let's work on, yes, you can see now. So the circle is now big, and I like it like that. Let's move ahead and style the padding, right? Let's increase it to 55 peso. Let's increase the height to 440. Let's check. We will keep checking. Yes, I like this, but they are overlapping, the less is more. So um let's do 60 peso. No, it's not what I want. This to, so we're going to keep working on this. We're going to keep working on this, and we're going to keep working on this. So we're going to, after this, we're going to, we have not yet worked on the icons, but yes, we have not yet worked on the icons. So I think let's work on the icons before going back to this image. It's looking okay. Let's work on the icons. So the icons is the container that contains the icons, and we want to space them. They are too close, so we will give them display flare so that we can be able to use gap. So we are going to give them a gap of like let's give them a gap of 6 peso. Let's check. So you can see that the spacing is still small, so let's increase it to like 8 peso. And let's go ahead and increase the link above also from 8 peso to like, let's say 12. You can see that it has increased, but the spacing is still not to my satisfaction. Let's us increase it further. Let's give it a spacing of 16 peso. So once we give it a space of 16 peso, you can see I like it. It's now getting better. And okay, so the next thing is to make sure that the length of the read more is bolding. So let's give our fill, our SVG fill of gray. We are going to use the same S code 333, and you can see that we do not use color for SVG, we use fill. So it's because SVG sometimes it behaves like image. You can even import SVG as an image. So let's go ahead and do inline styling for our the read more link. This is because I did not give it an ID, so I'm just going to go ahead and style it inside, and inside its tag, and just give it the color of gray, and I'm going to give it a font weight of 700. So as you once, let's check it out. If you check it, you can see now that it is now bold and the color is gray. Then let's go ahead and work on our image. Let's give it a padding right of 75. I Yes, let's check 75. It's better, but I still want to move it, so let's move by 85. Yes, this is better. So thanks for watching. In the next video we'll be working on how to create a login form. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and see you in the next video. Bye.